all heck is breaking loose in California. Heck, I tell you. And as we are all focused on these fires, I think it's important that we remain aware of our surroundings. Because what happens is often we get distracted by these big news stories. And as these big news stories are unfolding, other little things are happening behind the scenes, and no one really pays attention to those things because everyone is focused on the big thing. And right now, of course, the big thing in California, or the big thing in America overall, is the fires right now. And rightfully so. They're devastating. They continue to spread. It's a very crazy situation. I mean, they arrested one man who was starting fires, and then within about 12 hours, they released him. So I don't know what in the hell is going on at this point anymore, but I do believe that we have some bad actors in the area that are starting some of these fires, and I've been warning you all. I've been warning you all for weeks now that the sleeper cell agents that are in America, some of them have been given the green light. It's a new year. We got a new president about to take over. We got a lot of agendas at play. You know, you got people with their own agendas. Our foreign enemies have their own agendas. And we got enemies right here in America that have their own agendas. So it's just clear that it's just been total chaos since the new year. I think that's safe to say. Well, it turns out, a couple of days ago, as everyone was distracted by the fires, there were some break-ins at a military base in Tustin, California. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. These thieves, whatever you want to call them, they have become so emboldened that they are breaking into military bases, stealing military equipment. Now, as these fires have been breaking out, we know that there are gangs driving around, looting homes, breaking into homes. They're riding around on ski masks and mopeds, and no one's really stopping them at this point. No one. I mean, they got the National Guard out there setting up perimeters to guard people's homes, but it's just an all-around crazy situation. But as I was saying, in Tustin, California, as all of this other stuff is going down, there was a break-in. And apparently, some people literally stole armored vehicles from this military base. Armored vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at now. Sure, in Cali, at first, it started with the Targets and the CVS. They would run in and steal all the dish detergent. Or they would run in and steal all the deodorant and the hairspray and whatever, right? We've seen those videos. And then, of course, the smash and grabs at the jewelry stores, right? We've seen all the videos. But now, they're taking it one step further, and they're going into military bases stealing armed vehicles. And as of right now, they haven't even been caught yet. What in the hell is really going on, folks? And that's why I told you the sleeper cell agents have been activated. And it looks like they may have their hands on some freaking armored Humvees now, thanks to California. But let's go ahead and dive into this article because this is freaking wild, y'all. 3 Humvees stolen from the Tustin Army Reserve Center. Thieves stole 3 Humvees from the Tustin Army Reserve Center on Wednesday night. The Tustin Police Department said the suspects cut a lock to enter the parking lot around between 8 and 11:30 p.m. Let's stop right there. This is a military base, an Army Reserve Center, whatever you want to call it. We have our military equipment there, right? But you mean to tell me that y'all can't tell us when the thieves broke into this place? Shouldn't y'all have like the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line surveillance? Shouldn't every square inch of this area be being watched? This is U.S. military equipment. When I walk into Walmart, I am watched from the time I walk in the door till the time I walk out. When I go walk down the street, hell, there's probably cameras all over the place that I don't even know of that are watching me. Yet here we have, on this military base, or the Army Reserve Center, if you want to get technical, we got thieves. I don't even really want to call them thieves because I think this is a level beyond thieves. I don't think these are crackheads that are like, hey, we're going to steal some Humvees and try to sell them on the street. No, this is a coordinated effort, most likely coming from our enemies, either abroad or within. But they don't even know the time period in which these items were stolen. Oh, we think it must have been between like 8 and 11:30. Man, oh man. They stole the vehicles, one of which was armored, and then they left at an unknown time. Oh my God! So they don't know when they broke into the place. And they don't know when they left. Mind you, these aren't... It's not like this is a mouse breaking in or something like that. These are people. Had to be a group of them, right? Had to be a group of people because you got 3 Humvees and a lot of other equipment that was taken. So you got a group of people that break into this place and they ride off in armored Humvees, and y'all don't know when they left? How do you not know when they left? Are there no cameras anywhere around this place? Isn't it crazy? We don't have our own eyes on our military bases and military equipment, but China does. China's probably above this military base watching everything go down on their drones. Meanwhile, the U.S. military doesn't know they're being robbed. China probably has a better idea of what's going on at our military bases than our own woke military at this point. Because this is effing ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people broke in and stole this equipment to begin with, but it's definitely ridiculous when you think about the fact that y'all don't know when they broke in or when they left. And I mean, it's not like they're driving around in cars that are just going to blend in with traffic. They're driving around in armored Humvees with machine gun mounts, people. With machine gun mounts. But no one knows what happened. They can't even tell us when the place was broken into and when the people left for the final time with all the equipment. They stole the vehicles, one of which was armored, and then they left at an unknown time. Additionally, multiple storage lockers were broken into and missing gear. The suspect or suspects allegedly tried to cut a lock to uniform storage but failed. The Army said the suspects did not steal any weapons or ammunition other than 18 bayonets. So they also tried to get military uniforms. Now, why would they be trying to get the uniforms? I want you all to think about that. I think it's ridiculous that this happened in the first place. I think that when you got people targeting military equipment, they're probably preparing for some sort of attack. They're planning to do something reckless with this stuff. I don't think they're doing this to just try to sell military Humvees on the black market. I highly doubt that. I don't think they're going to try to ride across the border to Mexico in these stolen armored Humvees, although I guess I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen. But when you look at the stuff that's stolen, you're like, okay, maybe they're trying to sell this for some type of financial gain. I doubt it, but hey, I guess that's a possibility. But when it comes to the fact that there was an effort put forth to try to steal military uniforms, you know that they're not going to go try to sell the military uniforms. So if you haven't already got the hint, you know, by just the fact that they're breaking into the military bases, then the fact that they're trying to get the uniforms, it really solidifies things in my mind to let me know, like, okay, this is not for some type of financial gain. Y'all are planning to do something evil, bad, and reckless. Y'all want to be disguised as U.S. soldiers riding around in military Humvees before y'all do something crazy. That's my opinion. And I think it's kind of obvious. I think this goes beyond people trying to steal something to sell. You know what I mean? I don't think some crackheads got together and was like, hey, let's go steal all the Humvees and we're going to sell them to Daquan on the corner. No, that's not how this went. That is not how this went at all. But let's go further. Here is a full list of the missing items. You got 3 Humvees, 1 armored. You got 8 machine gun vehicle mounts, 7 freestanding machine gun tripods, a bunch of medical equipment, 40 pairs of binoculars, and 18 bayonets. Anyone with information about the case should contact Detective Schaller at 714-573-3245. So now we got God knows who. As if things are not already bad enough in this country, we rung in the new year with the terror attack, followed by a PSYOP, followed by California burning to the ground, and now we know that some type of people out here, who knows who they are riding around. Maybe they're not riding around anymore, but you get what I'm saying. They're out here with armored freaking Humvees, with machine gun mounts. What do you think they're going to do with those? Like, I hate to even think about this, but what if we were to see a situation like what happened in New Orleans when the guy drove his truck through the crowd? What if we see one of these Humvees try to do the same thing, but this time they got a machine gun mount on top as well? Like, this is freaking scary stuff, people. It's scary stuff, but because of the fires and stuff in California, that's going to be taking most of the attention. And like I said, rightfully so, but right down the street, we got this happening. And then it really just makes you question, like, what in the hell is really going on in California? Because it's clear as day. It's already proven that some of these fires have been started by arson. Yet when they catch the people doing it, they catch and release. They let them out. So I don't know what's going to come next. But I think some of this destruction is by design. And I think whoever took this military equipment has some type of evil plans with it. I don't think they plan on, let's just go take all the Humvees home and hang around. No. No, ladies and gentlemen. No one went and stole this stuff with good intentions. Hell, no one even went and stole this stuff with thieving intentions of making a profit. No. People did this because they have plans to cause destruction. And it's not just a one-off crazy person, right? Because that's what always happens. They try to blame these crazy situations and these crazy attacks on these lone wolves. No one knew. No one saw this coming. Everything was fine. He wasn't working with anyone, right? That's what they always tell us, but it's always BS. 9 times out of 10, these people ain't pulling off these attacks. Regardless if the attacks fail or if they're successful, they're not doing it by themselves. There's a network of people that they're in communication with. And right here in this situation, we know that not one man went and stole all of this stuff. It had to be a group of people that have similar intentions, a group of people that must be organized for some sort of cause. And whatever that cause is, I can guarantee you it's anti-American if they're breaking into military bases, stealing military equipment, for whatever their plans are. But as of right now, folks, this happened on the 8th. It's the 11th. They didn't report this until last night. I saw this report come through last night. So right there, within itself, that's a problem within itself. This is major news. When you got people breaking in and stealing armored vehicles from military compounds, that's breaking news. Yet we got the news 2 days late. Now it's like 3 days later, and no one has been caught. No one has been arrested. But in my mind, it should be so very easily to catch these people. They should have been on video the entire time. Let alone, you got traffic cams and cameras everywhere. It's going to be kind of hard not to notice the 3 freaking Humvees riding around with machine gun mounts, right? I mean, you're definitely going to stick out like a sore thumb. Yet the incompetent people, and I don't even want to call it incompetent anymore. I think we got traitors working in every level in this country who are turning a blind eye to some of this stuff purposely. So I don't want to always chalk it up to incompetence, but at the end of the day, whoever is in charge of this military base, the people running LA, the people running California, it is sad. It is sad, and that's not me saying, oh, I'm not even trying to get political here, you know? But good God, folks, what more does it take? What more does it take? So now, what we have to do here is, now we got to sit back and wait, and we got to count the days until either they catch the people who did this, or until the people who did this use these Humvees for whatever their plan is. I'm hoping their plan doesn't come to fruition, but right now it seems to be right on track because they stole this stuff 3 or 4 days ago and they're still out here God knows where. And I'm at a point where I'm kind of sitting here just expecting that I'm going to get on my phone, I'm going to get on my iPad, or I'm going to turn on the news and we're going to hear about how someone with these Humvees staged some sort of attack. And, I mean, the writing is on the wall, but nothing's going to be done about it. In fact, we probably won't hear anything else about this until something bad happens. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.